Orlando Bloom can't stop partying while Katy Perry is struggling to keep up her shows. She's literally falling on her face trying to be strong, while her ex is now hanging out with women half his age and ignoring the life they had before she went on tour. This is a messy Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom update, so let's get into it. Katy Perry can't seem to get it right. She has been struggling with her breakup from Orlando Bloom, all while on this tour that's an absolute flop. But Katy, I'm starting to feel really bad for you because she recently did a show where she completely fell on her face. It's a hard watch, but she was doing a show in Arizona. Comment below if you were there, where she was running around the stage. And, you know, she does a lot of running and flying and all that. I feel like she could do a little bit more dancing, a little less running around. I mean, we see so many like Katy Perry and artists performing their hearts out that I feel like running around is going to end up with you falling just like this. Okay, first off, why do you even want to be running this much when you're singing? And then watch, whoa! Oh, she is down. There she goes. Right back into it. Okay, wait, we need a little reverse play right here. Okay, thank God she didn't like smash her face. I did see some people, I talked about this on TikTok and Instagram, go and check me out, but I did see people questioning whether she actually planned this because she really went right back into that dancing. I kind of feel like it wasn't planned because who like purposely falls? Unless she's, oh, holy, in reverse, it goes crazy. Like, let's see where she actually falls. Okay, so is it this? It's this next foot that trips her, it looks like. Unless she's just running too fast for her own good. Damn, Katy. She's a runner. She's a track star. She's falling hard, though. Ooh. This person comments, the humiliation continues. I'm so embarrassed for her. You couldn't pay me enough to see her in concert. And one person wrote, it's a hard watch. She acts like a toddler running around at a wedding. One person said, she's getting used to Earth's gravity again, guys. Don't make fun of her. Sonia said, this is the weirdest concert ever.
I don't want to be nasty. She's going through a lot.
I actually saw Katy Perry in concert years ago. It was when she was performing Dark Horse on that big metal horse. And, you know, her show was pretty polished. I feel like she was at the peak of her career. And I keep seeing clips from her recent concerts that just seem so chaotic. I think part of Katy Perry's current downfall has to do with her relationship with Orlando Bloom. I mean, they weren't married, so she doesn't have to go through a divorce, but they share a daughter together, Daisy, and I think it's going to get a lot more complicated. Also, Katy Perry left and went on to tour, and then they split up while she's on tour. So imagine the moment that she gets home. There was this moment in her LA show where she was asked by the fans to go and perform Not Like the Movies. And there's like this part of her show where she actually performs requested songs, which I think is a great part of the show because fans get to see their favorite. But this track is about a messy breakup, not like the movies, and she had a reaction to performing this, probably because of where she's at in her life right now.
Y'all want me to sing Not Like the Movies at this time of my life? Okay, we'll do it.
Now, I can appreciate an artist who will go off of their set list and perform like some of the fan favorites. I think that's really cool. And it shows that she can sing. Now, I'm not doubting that Katy Perry can sing. I mean, as someone who truly cannot, she could definitely sing. But I have found some clips where she may be a little rusty. I found a little clip of her song Harley's in Hawaii, which I love that song, but it sounded like she had a little tough time getting started.
You didn't take me for a ride, not so long. You and I, oh, I have to warm up into that. You and I.
See, she's a good singer. She may not get it the first time, but when she tries again, there she goes. Another moment I wanted to point out in her show was a very sweet moment in Los Angeles, I believe, where this girl came up to the stage and Katy Perry asked her, like, where she's from, and she was a little hesitant to say Mexico, especially with the climate currently in the US and with raids like literally happening in LA. Like I've seen them happening. It's actually pretty terrifying.
Where are you from? No. You say it loud and you say it proud.
You guys can't deny that is a sweet and wholesome moment. A good look for Katy Perry. And this person writes, you know what, Katy, I'm sorry for laughing at the space memes. One person writes, her fear not to out herself and her parents hurts so much to watch, but this moment should be a reminder of strength and being able to speak out and be proud. But enough about Katy Perry. I want to talk about Orlando Bloom because it turns out that he already has some women lined up that he's interested in. I love how we never heard about Orlando Bloom, and now we constantly hear about him since the Katy Perry breakup. He has been traveling all over Europe. He was recently at Wimbledon, and here's a little clip of him partying it up. He is truly unbothered. Now, a PR specialist said that Orlando Bloom is calculated, that he's not trying to dominate headlines, but he's appearing at exactly the right places, looking relaxed, looking chill. The media is responding positively, capturing him enjoying life, socializing, and even partying, which feeds into a well-worn but effective Hollywood archetype. At first, I was calling BS, but then I started to look at more and more clips of Orlando, and it seems to be true. He just wants to be known as this cool, chill guy and back on the market.
I just wanted to know where your favorite burgers are from. Where are your favorite burgers, man?
Impossible Burgers.
Impossible Burger. Damn, good choice.
Shout out to the Impossible girlies out there. I'm going to stick with my real meat, but you know what? Shout out to you. Doing good for everything else, the cows, the environment. But in Orlando Bloom's case, it looks like his DMs are overflowing right now from a bunch of different women who want to get with him. Do you think Katy Perry's is blowing up too? I don't know why, but I feel like it's not happening for her, which is kind of sad. Poor Katy. Orlando has been enjoying the freedom since his breakup and has also been at the receiving end of overflowing DMs. A source said that Orlando is not wallowing after the breakup. He's actually soaking in his newfound freedom as a single man. Now that he's a single man, let's talk about some of the options he has in mind. I found an article from a source claiming that Orlando is interested in Jennifer Aniston. If you guys have not seen Let's Get Into It podcast, we dive into her current boyfriend. She got a new boyfriend who's like a hypnotist. He's so problematic. I'm doing a deep dive eventually on the channel, but go and check out the Let's Get Into It podcast. Anyways, Jennifer Aniston is taken, so I don't know why he's so interested in her. It was reported that Orlando and Jennifer had a thing for each other years ago. They reportedly shut down rumors of a relationship in 2007, so they got close, but it didn't ever happen. It also seems like Jennifer may be interested in Orlando, even though she's got this hypnotist boyfriend. It's open knowledge within her friend group that they got very, very close on more than one occasion. She's always raved about him being her ideal type. Orlando adores Jen. He thinks that she's a class act and doesn't understand how she could be so unlucky with love. Well, I was thinking about doing a video about that too, because there is a pattern here. They say it's got to be aggravating for Katy, the way that he's always drooling about her. I would be disturbed too. I mean, I think Katy Perry is a beautiful woman. I don't think that you need to, I mean, Jennifer Aniston is also a beautiful woman, but like, you know, I guess these celebrities, they just want more and more. Kind of reminds me of how Orlando was so upset whenever he found out that Sydney Sweeney wasn't interested in him. He just acts like a big high schooler, and it turns out that Jennifer Aniston isn't the only Jennifer on his radar. This source claims that Orlando is flirting with absolutely everyone, even people that he doesn't fancy, just to get back out there and back into practice. Quote, there are so many attractive women around him now that he can chase. Sydney Sweeney is definitely at the top of his dream partners, which I think probably a lot of men feel that way about Sydney. And there are plenty of more. He wants to also get in with Jennifer Lopez, who he's always admired, and she's single. So it looks like Orlando's looking for chaos. He wants Jennifer Aniston, the one who's unlucky with love. He wants Jennifer Lopez, who may even be on record more unlucky with love. And then he wants, of course, Sydney Sweeney, because every boy in the world wants her, right? I can't. Dakota Johnson has also caught his attention. Orlando, stay away from Dakota. Basically, he wants Hollywood's become Orlando's playground. He's not acting sleazy, they say, but he's rebounding and on the hunt. Sounds kind of, I mean, I'm not going to shame him. Do what you want to do. But Dakota, really? This gives me so many red flags, hearing that Orlando Bloom is just being so carefree and not very father-like. And honestly, good for Katy for getting away from him if this is how he's acting after their breakup. They say that their relationship was borderline toxic after months of bickering and fighting. Katy and Orlando were both so tightly wound. They started to bicker and it got worse and worse over time. The trolling that Katy has been going through was on another level, and the pressure bled into her home life with Orlando. Katy's strong, but she was really rattled by all of the hate. Oh, I'm sorry, Katy girl. He grew tired of supporting her. He was sympathetic to a point. It reached a point where Katy and Orlando were living separate lives. Another source claims that he's doing his best to make things work with Katy and maintain some normalcy for their daughter while also living the single fast life. It's a delicate situation because they haven't finalized the details of their split, so any flirting could be seen negatively. He also needs to be mindful of Katy Perry's feelings, as that could make custody arrangements more complicated. And he wants the good optics right now, you know, right? He wants to have this great reputation. So kind of throwing Katy Perry to the dust isn't a good look. And maybe that's why they had their yacht getaway moment where they were publicly photographed co-parenting together, trying to make Orlando not look like he's an absent father. This headline says that Orlando Bloom is turning into the world's worst ex after split from Katy Perry. His single era is in full bloom, whether it's air kissing the Kardashians or at the Bezos wedding or partying with Nepo babies half his age. He is keeping himself busy. One person says midlife crisis on full display, while another person says grow up. I hope this is good for Katy Perry. I hope that she can move on and live her life. And she might even have a new friend here because Miranda Kerr actually stepped out for Katy Perry's performance, and they've actually been pretty cool for quite some time. Miranda has a son with Orlando, so Katy Perry's kind of like a stepmom or former stepmom. Now, she was actually married to Orlando from 2010 through 2013. And she, Miranda, and her current husband, Evan, actually stepped out to the Kia Forum to go and attend Katy's show. Miranda had nothing but good things to say about Katy when discussing what it's like co-parenting with Orlando years ago. She says, I'm literally so thankful for Katy Perry. I say how thankful I am every day. I feel blessed to have this relationship with her. She's really like a sister to me, and we've kind of connected from day one. So now they could bond and talk about how Orlando had maybe done them dirty. I mean, I feel like when your exes link up like that, I mean, it's going to be a disaster, right? I can't imagine a situation when the exes link up and it's like good for the guy or whoever it is. But I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below. I hope Katy Perry's elbows are okay. Ouch, ouch. After that fall, boom. She said, boom. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in a new video soon. Bye, guys.